Welcome to the Carbon Box Media YouTube channel. Today we have Dominic here. Dominic is one of our experts in email marketing on our team. The topic we'll be discussing with Dominic is the Klaviyo dynamic cart abandonment link. So let's get into it.
Hi everyone, I'm Dominic, and Brandon already did a very good job introducing me. I'm one of the email guys in Carbon Box Media, and today we're going to be talking about the importance of using the right link in your abandoned cart flow. And there's something that most brands really do not know is the slightest error in your abandoned cart flow could cut down your conversion number by a huge percentage. So you want to make sure that everything you're doing in your abandoned cart flow is right to the T. So usually most brands, they make use of the dynamic link that Klaviyo provides them in the abandoned cart flow. What most brands do not know is that that dynamic link actually leads to a completely different page. It leads to a product page instead of leading to the cart page where they actually abandon something. What this really does is it takes them back by a few steps in the conversion process and really just affects all that kind of impacts conversion by huge percentage. For example, you're browsing on someone's website, you added stuff to cart, and then you get an email asking you to complete your order. If you click on the CTA that says complete your order and it takes you to a product page where you were shopping a few minutes ago, you probably wouldn't be convinced to complete order. But if you're taken to a product, if you're taken like to a cart page where you actually see your order, see the price, see everything, and all you have to do is just click on proceed to checkout, you have cut down a lot of the steps, and you have managed to cut down the friction to conversion by actually taking them to a step to the final stage than taking them back 3 or 4 steps back, right? So most brands usually do not understand the importance of this, which is why they use the dynamic link that Klaviyo provides them instead of using the cart page that comes with their Shopify store or any of the store that they use. I'm going to be presenting and showing you some of these things, and so you can actually see how it impacts your conversion and why you're doing things wrong currently.
Yeah, Dom, that's great. I'm super excited to see those examples. So why don't you just jump in and share your screen?
All right, so give me a minute to just share my screen and show you what I mean. So this is one of our clients. They're called Bijou Build, and they actually do sell playsets, and this is the abandoned cart flow that we built out for them actually. So I'm going to be showing you an example of what I mean and why this could be impacting your conversion. So this is the first email in this sequence. I'm going to open it up for you guys to see. So in the abandonment cart, or generally in Klaviyo, but in campaigns and flows, you have the liberty of adding links to both images and CTA buttons, right? So usually in your abandonment cart flow or generally in flows, you can add links to either the images or the CTA buttons as you see fit, right? In this particular flow email, we added the link address to the image, at the same time added the link address to the CTA button. I'm going to experiment and show you the difference between the Klaviyo dynamic link and the Shopify store link. So let's go in and pull the dynamic link for Klaviyo. So if you want to put dynamic link for Klaviyo, all you have to do is go to preview, and you're previewing this particular email like a regular customer, right? You're trying to see things from the customer's perspective. So you're going to have the desktop and the mobile view like a regular customer, and you can just do this test in the desktop view, it doesn't really matter. So if you want to pull the dynamic link, you are going to go into the event properties section on the right hand side of your preview tab, and you would see the event URL. So all you have to do is just click on the URL here, and it copies automatically. So right now you have copied the Klaviyo dynamic abandoned cart link, and we're going to go in and paste it in the link address right here. You can take this one out and paste it. You can see it says event URL, but the Shopify cart store for this brand is completely different. As you can see, we already copied it right here, but if you're not very sure of what your cart page or what your cart link looks like, all you have to really do is go to your website and just add a /cart in front of it, and that takes you to your cart page. So I already have this in cart. This is why this is pulling this particular page for me. But if you don't have anything in cart, it's going to show like an empty page. Okay, let's continue. So yeah, we just copied a particular link and paste it in here. Now we are going to preview this email again and see where both links take us to. Remember, we have the dynamic abandoned cart link for Klaviyo in this particular image, and we have the Shopify cart link for on this particular CTA. So let's test both and see where it takes us. Okay, let's take a test. All right, so let's do a test and actually see where the dynamic Klaviyo cart link takes us and the link for the Shopify cart store. So if you remember, we actually linked the dynamic cart link for Klaviyo in here, and we linked the Shopify link in this particular CDA. So let's click on it, and it takes us here. So you can see that the particular link for Klaviyo takes us to product page, the product PDP, and let's do a test for the other one. Let's just go back there and click on this particular CTA, and you can see. Okay, you can actually see that the cart link takes us to the cart. So the impact of this, like I said earlier, is everything in the abandoned cart flow needs to be aligned with conversion. You want to make sure that everything that you're doing really is aligned towards making people proceed to checkout and actually complete the checkout stage. So everything needs to be aligned from links to images to messaging to everything that you use in there needs to be aligned. So any slight deviation from that could actually cut your conversion numbers by a huge percentage. And most brands really don't know this. They just use what Klaviyo provides them. They don't really know that, no, they're not really doing the right thing or not, which is why for every of our clients, we make sure that we use the right links, because we understand that the right links in itself plays a big role in getting the conversion that we need for the clients. So that's what I have for you guys today.
Dom, that was amazing. Thank you for breaking that down. Just a few follow-up questions here. Is there a number of links that's actually allowed in a Klaviyo email? Like, is there a diminishing return?
Well, usually the less link, the better, because when we run like a deliverability test, one of the biggest issues that comes up is the number of links that you use inside of your emails. So you don't want to use too much emails. You want to use too much links. And if you're using too many links, they should be leading to the same place. So you want to have 10 different links leading to different PDPs or different landing pages. That in itself could signal to email clients that there's something about this email that is spammy. So although if you have a very, very high engaged list, it may not really matter as much. But if you're just starting out as like like an e-com brand and you're just sending out emails, or maybe you've not sent out emails in a long while and you don't really have a very, very good sender reputation, it does matter the number of links that you have. So the less links, the better. Usually about 3 to 4 to 5 is sufficient.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome. Dom, a question for you is, when someone actually optimizes their emails, their abandoned email flow, what's like
Yep.
generally the bump that customers can expect from optimizing it?
Yeah, usually for brands that we make this specific change for, they usually say about 1 to 3% improvement in place order rate after a while. Because, like I said, if you are cutting down the number of steps that it takes for somebody to complete a purchase, there's definitely going to be improvement in your conversion numbers, right? So just by doing that in itself, we usually see about 1 to 3% conversion optimization, or like an increment in place order rate in the next 30 days. So that's one thing that we usually see for most clients. This number can go as high as 5%, depending on, how warm the particular person is in the particular list. But usually between 1 to 3% is what we see in the first 30 days of making that change.
Awesome. I hope you as a viewer enjoyed this and learned something. Implement this, get that boost. That 1 to 3% is going to be huge for your brand. It's
Yeah.
all about just optimizing. So take action, get it done. If you want us to help you and do this for you, book a call below and we'll be happy to talk to you and just see what we can do to improve your e-commerce site. Until next time. See ya.